Hey y'all, it's Basehead Dipper here, dipping some Skull Long Cut Berry Blend. Now before you make a comment saying that I'm a pussy for dipping Skull, this is not my everyday brand. I mainly stick to Grizzly and Copenhagen, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and mix it up a little bit and see if I still like it. And to be honest, flavor has gotten a lot better since I first tried it. The very first time I tried it, it tasted like fucking cough medicine. But, anyways, I got a comment one day ago from this guy named William D. Niles. He goes, "Why don't you have a little class, question mark. Spitting tobacco juice in a spittoon while doing a knife review, question mark, LOL, exclamation point." And this is what I replied to him 21 hours ago. I said, "I don't give a fuck if you think I'm classy or not, buddy. I'm a redneck and I will do what I want." He goes, "True, be a classless hick, so disgusting, so macho, but not very kissable." And I replied to him again 5 hours ago saying, "Have fun being banned from my channel. Oh yeah, a hick is an inbred, which I am not an inbred, so therefore, sir, you failed." I could have said you have failed, but I didn't feel like trying to pull out any knowledge out of my head to make myself sound smart. I'm smart on some things, like knives and whatnot. So, the reason I'll say he failed is because the very first comment he said, spitting tobacco juice in a spittoon while doing a knife review. Well, I'm a redneck, and most people know rednecks love knives. I actually recently got this knife like 2 days ago from my grandfather, and he got it while he was at work. He works construction, so he deals with a lot of salesmen for like Ram Tool, DeWalt, you name it, Husqvarna. So yeah, and he got this knife for me, and I was like, "That's a pretty awesome knife. I think that's a skeleton handle." And he said that's exactly what it is. Because I've seen these designs before. The handles, I've seen that design on a handle before. Now, most people say that it's functionless. It really isn't. There really is no purpose on it. It does serve a purpose. Well, here's one purpose it serves. Well, actually two purposes. It helps keep the weight down and the cost down. And that's how most of them foreign companies import their knives so damn cheap, is because they try and keep the weight down as much as possible. So yeah, knives, to me, they're used for everything. They're used for hunting, self-defense, utility purposes, law enforcement, you name it. Anything you can think of that a knife fits the purpose for, go ahead and post in the comment section below. But what I love about this knife is it's small enough to fit in my pocket. So yeah. Now I know I'm going to get a lot of people saying that, "Oh, what you're doing is illegal, you need to take the uniform off and whatnot," and ask me if I know about the Stolen Valor. Well, guess what, guys? I'm looking at the Stolen Valor Act of 2013, and it says right here, "The law amends the Federal Criminal Code to make it a crime for a person to fraudulently claim having receiving any of a series of particular military decorations with the intention of obtaining money, property, or other tangible benefits from convincing someone that he or she rightfully did receive this award." This law is a revised version of a previous one that was struck down by the Supreme Court of the United States for violating freedom of speech in the case of the United States. V. Alvarez. So yeah, I'm going to tell you something now. I don't think it's right that people claim valor of others, especially ones who have served and died for this country. It literally pisses me off to hell, and it's really aggravating. I'll call people out on it, and they'll be like, "Well, you're wearing a military uniform, so you're doing the same thing." No. What you're doing and what I'm doing is totally different things. I'm doing it to support the troops, not to claim their valor that they earned and gave all their best for. And I have a buddy who was in the United States Army, and in his exact words, he pretty much said that he stands behind me 150% that I'm donning the uniform, saying that this one is for the troops who gave all their best. And it's true. I may not sound correct on that, but that's in his words. So yeah. And then my stepdad was in the Air Force, and he stands behind me on it too. I have a few people that stand behind me on it. Like, I met a ex-military police guy the other day. Like, he was freaking cool, I'm not gonna lie. Me and him actually got to talking about Iraq and whatnot. Not like super top secret stuff, but not really even on a need-to-know basis. We were just talking about how hot it is out there and how horrible it is out there and the shit that you see. And just general shit. And my stepdad's talked to me about the same thing. We have a few military conversations every now and then. And like I said, it's not on a need-to-know basis, so he can tell me a little bit about it. He didn't even know what he hauled in the military. That part was on a need-to-know basis, and I did not need to know. So, yeah. But, no, to all you guys out there who think I'm impersonating a military officer because I'm wearing a camouflage uniform that was for the United States Army, I'm not. I give all respects to whoever had this uniform and put it in a storage locker, and then the storage locker went to the auction and whatnot. They forgot to pay the rent, something like that. But I'm going to tell you now, I want to thank the guy or lady who served for this country and who wore this uniform. Because this is called a fraternity dress. Guys wear it too because there's some guys that don't fit a normal uniform, and there's like little button thingies on the side that allows you to open it up. Like, stretch it out a little bit. So, yeah. So, just because this was designed for pregnant women, they did have larger men that weren't able to fit a regular uniform would wear these uniforms. So, yeah. I was kind of freaked out at first when my stepdad told me that, but he was like, no, calm down. Guys wear it too, especially guys who don't fit a normal uniform. So, yeah. Do I feel like I'm being a bad person for wearing this uniform? Not really, because like I said, I don't claim to have served. I've never served, and I will keep continuing to say I never served in every video that I make with me in a military uniform, whether it be my stepdad's old Air Force uniform or this uniform. So, yeah. And I want to tell you something. This isn't mine. This isn't mine. This all goes to the person who had this uniform before me. And I want to thank him for serving. Him or her for serving. So, yeah. This is Basshead Dipper signing out.